Good day. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you are watching this video, it means you received a sponsor and investment packet in your inbox for the 2022 Gangalee tour. Takes place July 21st, 2022 in Los Angeles at the Globe Theater, and July 23rd, 2023, that's the Saturday, in Las Vegas at the Sahara Event Center. Okay. Before we get started with the details of the uh, investment and sponsor package, I'd like to first give an acknowledgement to my partners on this in Las Vegas, Charlicia Miller. Uh, Charlicia Miller is uh, owner of Reset Academy in Las Vegas. Reset Academy, they help with, there's a link to it down there, by the way. They handle credit repair, tax preparation services, and all these other financial services. She's a brilliant lady, and you'll be hearing more about her in the near future. We have her helping us with other stuff as well. Next is I'd like to give an acknowledgement to Delroy Martin. Delroy Martin is aka Deli or Maka, depending on who you talk to. Is owner of Sobo19 Film Production Company. There's a link to his website down there below. Sobo19, they do it. This guy does everything, man. He's film producer, graphic designer, photographer, just an all-around lighting specialist, everything, films, movies, um, music videos, weddings, anything you need filmed. This guy can do it all. He's pretty dynamic. I'm proud to have him on our team. And then lastly is me. My name is Timothy Berry. I own the company Forefather Entertainment. Below is the link to that, Forefather ENT. We have been throwing and hosting concerts throughout the country since 2006. We started on the island of Oahu in Honolulu and branched out to the mainland states, of course, at some point or another. We've been going strong ever since, minus the pandemic years, of course. Go to my website and you can find out more about our services. But once again, we're going to stick to the subject. This is about the investment packet and sponsor packet. Okay. This is going to be a two-part recording. We're going to focus on the first part will be focused on the investment packet, and the second video you'll see will be explanation of the sponsor packet. Okay. The sponsor packet and investment packet different in two different ways. Um, the investment packet is for those who are looking to get a return on their investment. So they would be more of a partner in this for these events. The sponsor packet is for corporations who are looking for high level branding opportunities. The sponsor packet will detail what is involved in that, and we will go over that in the second part of the video. Okay, so we're going to start off with introducing you to the artists who will be headlining the Gangalee tour in Los Angeles and Las Vegas. We have the headliner will be none other than Louis Culture. He's a Jamaican. This is a Jamaican reggae show, man. So we're bringing some real Jamaicans to the show to perform. Okay, so Louis Culture will be headlining the show. After that, we will have his special guest. I'll be prior to that. We'll have his special guest performing Jigsy King and Tony Curtis, and about four other artists performing. But those are the heavy lifters of the show. Let's give you a little sneak peek at what we're bringing to the table for this. Here you go.
Give tone sound. Come follow me now. Murder them. I dare you down, we go murder them.
Say weed up in a me brain. Smoking a feel a
What the
vibe.
vibes, man? Come run it over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Hey, I've been to Ghetto University, street side college. The best and the worst, them increase my knowledge.
Okay. So for all of you into the reggae sound or reggaeton sound, or the island sound, whatever you want to call it, we are bringing an amazing show, July 21st and 23rd, and you're gonna hear about it because we're gonna be marketing the hell out of this show. All right. So once again, we're gonna focus on the investment packet first, and then we will go to the sponsor packet in the second video. All right. We will start with the sponsor packet from its opening of the packet. You will see the artist performing, the event flyer, sample of the event flyer, the date and time of the show, confidentiality agreement. Please sign that so you don't um, spread the word illegally about our upcoming event. We also have details of the show. Keep going. You'll see my background and the events that I've thrown in the past and my experience. Then you'll get to the artist bios. I just showed you a little sample of what the artists are, what artists we're bringing. But if you need to know more about the artists and their accolades and accomplishments, you can also go to the links that we provided on the sponsor packet, or just Google them online, and you'll find out all you need to know about these particular artists. Okay. After that, it gets to the meat and potatoes. Is the purpose of this video. We're going to discuss the budget. The budget um, is color coded. It's in spreadsheet form, and it'll give you the breakdown of the expenses for the show, uh, uh, profit potential, breakdown of the split between partners, depending on how many people want to get involved, and also mentions other services that residual income that we can get from the show that's not listed to the budget. That's just money that we would have to hustle up uh, besides the ticket sales and things of that nature. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to get to the first spreadsheet. The first spreadsheet is going to be this one right here. Okay, this one right here is going to give you a detailed breakdown of the profit potential. Okay, this part of the spreadsheet. Okay, so we're going to start at the top right hand corner, and we're going to look at the venue capacity. As you see, the venue holds 2,000 people. Our break even to turn a nice profit and not be upset is 1,000 people. If we have 2,000, it's all just extra cash, but 1,000 people is our break even plus a little profit. Okay. If you scroll down to the light blue section, is shows our expected gross revenue after all the register sales and everything. And we'll get into that a little more when you see the second portion of this spreadsheet. If you go down a little lower, you'll see the purple section. It says comp tickets. Those are the tickets that we share with whoever is the partners for the show. The less partners, the less tickets we have to give away. This spreadsheet assumes 4 people will contribute to the show. Okay. The below that in the pink section are the comp tickets for the media and advertisement personnel who assist with the show, and that would be your radio giveaways, like who won 10th caller in wins tickets to the show and those type of things. So we have to give away some of those tickets as well. And so we account for all those tickets in the if you go over to the left in the orange or brownish orange section, um, that gives you a breakdown of the ticket count and the prices of the tickets and so forth. And right above that, in the yellow section, once again, you'll see the financial breakdown of the ticket sales. This is this spreadsheet formats itself, and so we just pop in the numbers, and it does the calculations on its own. Okay, it's got its own little formulas in there. So if we break down the yellow section, we're going to see that we have pre-sale tickets for $50, door admission tickets for $75, VIP tickets for $200, booth rentals for $1,000, pay-per-view live feed, we will be selling that for $5, and the opening artist performance fees, we are charging 2 acts $500 a pop to open up and be a part of the show. Okay, uh, that will explain that. If you ever want to know more details about that, that's a whole nother conversation for another time. Okay. Once again, below that in the brownish orange section is the ticket breakdown, and I gave you the prices of the shows, price of the tickets for the show. And so, with the venue being 2,000 people, we're going to start off with the first line, 885 tickets at $50 a pop. That'll add up to 44 and some change, 44K and some change. The 885 number is 1,000 tickets pre-sale minus the 115 comps, and so that's 1,000 minus 115 equals 885. That's where that number comes from. I estimate 1,000 at the door the day of the event, 1,000 people, and that'll be $75 a pop. Now, if you go up to the yellow section, that line is right here, 75,000 for that. Okay, and so on and so forth. The next line is 200 VIPs at 200 a pop. 40K is the profit. Okay, hopefully we'd want more than 200. That's just a lowball estimation. Okay. The pay-per-view feed, we'll be selling those online, $5 a pop. We are expecting at least 500 online sales, especially from the Jamaican islands, of course. So, with that being said, the next line down will be booth rentals. We have space in the venue for 5 vendors, whether it be marijuana products, whatever they're selling, marijuana products or food, drinks, whatever the vendors we get, they have the option to set up shop there. We are charging $1,000 for the booth space because they should be able to make a killing depending on what they're selling. They'll make that money back easy, the amount of people we have to the event. All right. And lastly, once again, 2 spaces for opening acts, and we're not going to get into that right now. All right. That is a breakdown of the spreadsheet in its form. It's pretty self-explanatory when you look at all the details and stuff like that. We're going to go to the second part of this spreadsheet, which is the expenses and profit calculations and all that good stuff. Okay. For this show, we have, because of Delroy Martin's relationship with the promoters and artists, we're gonna get a good price on the show. So our initial price for the show is 11,000 total, 5,500 being due up front, 5,500 due day of the show. Okay, and that's broken down at the top. The next line down will be airfare. Airfare for 7 artists coming from the East Coast. We estimated that at 4,000, a little bit over 4,000 and some change. we hope to get discounts and things of that nature to reduce those fees. But this is the worst case scenario estimate. It'll be 4,000 and some change for the 7 artists to fly round trip from New York, plus baggage, of course. All right, and we will also be using a rental car, a van to transport the artists to and from the venue and the hotel room. And that rental car, I have the fees there. Hopefully, we get discounts on that as well. We're only going to be using the rental car for about 5 days. So hopefully, it doesn't cost that much. But we're going to need a big van because it's 7 artists plus equipment. So with the rental, that's an extra fee. Some of these fees we're only going to have to pay for one time, which is good. And you'll see how that works out for the second show. In this situation, we have basic, on this list is basic expenses, concert expenses. Many of these expenses get reduced or removed at some point by sponsors and people who want to contribute to the show. And we'll go over that right now. If you go down, you'll see catering and drinks. Catering is basic backstage rider, basic backstage rider stuff that goes on, drinks, food, and stuff like that. Most of the time, we don't pay these things; they get donated, and so we factor it in the budget, but we're not really worried about that. House DJ, we need a DJ for the show; it's important. Um, then the sound and lighting, we don't have that expense because it's all inclusive with the venue rental. The venue rental is $5,500. $2,750 up front is the deposit. That is once again including all of the sound and equipment and lighting and everything, and sound man and all that. I put below that a $500 just in case fee in case there's something wrong with the sound or audio, or we need to buy equipment or anything like that. Once again, it's worst case scenario fee. Many times those things are not an issue. Okay. I have a budget in there for security. I always want to make sure that the event is safe and the event goes smooth. No fights, no trouble, no issues with this or that. We put $1,000 towards security for each event, and that would be a few off duties and a few undercovers. Okay. I'm gonna take this screen for once. Um, in my hand right here, I have the technical specs for the Globe Theater that comes with the venue rental. Okay, and it has the DJ's equipment, monitors, lighting, and lasers and all that good stuff like that. So this is a good expense that we don't have to pay. It usually becomes an issue sometimes with shows. You can forget equipment and so forth. It's good if the place already has the stuff and it's ready to go. Okay. So we're going to get back to this spreadsheet. If you see, we focus a lot of the bulk of the money is heavy on marketing. It's really heavy on marketing. Okay. We do the posters, 1,000 posters, 1,000 flyers, or 10,000 flyers. We'll do 2,000. Yeah, 10,000 flyers, 1,000 posters per event. We also have a budget for cable network commercial. We film the commercial ourselves. That and the radio commercials. We film and record those commercials ourselves to save money on the administrative fees that they charge. This TV station and radio stations, they charge a fee for setting up those commercials, and so our money is going to go completely towards nothing but the spots for the radio. Okay, and then television, just all advertisement. Social media advertisement, banner ads, we will be running those, of course. That fee is tacked on afterwards. They run up the bill and then bill you for it. We have a $500 budget for that. We probably might add another 500 to that just for different platforms, spread it out. Some between Instagram, some between Facebook, some TikTok. You get the point. All right. And so that's the expenses. The total expenses for the show up front are $21,800. Total final back end payments 13,500. Bringing the total for the show for the complete show 35,300. Once again, only 21,000 of that up front is due, and even with that, some of those costs will be reduced. I forgot to add in the mention the hotel rooms. Hotel rooms, we have 7 rooms, 3 doubles, 4 singles. Expected total to be 2,000, but once again, we're going to get discounts on that stuff, and so those should be reduced drastically. So this budget was made high end. If worst case scenario, uh, these are the high end prices that we would have to pay for the show. But we've been doing this long enough to know there's fees that we can get cut out during the promotion, which is good. Which is good. The next thing you know, if you go down to the red section, the red section discusses residual money that we make for the show that has nothing to do with the attendance or ticket sales or any of that stuff like that. There's during these shows, there's all types of other offers that come our way and opportunities that come our way to make money and reduce the overhead for the shows. And so I don't add those into the total profit, but just let you know it's there, and we're gonna get that too. All right. Lastly, not lastly, in the yellow section, we have the break-even figures. The show costs 35K to throw it, with 900 people. With the breakdown, people who pay before, after, before, day of, VIP, and all that stuff like that. Just small breakdown, and it totals out to 900 people. Still profits 75,000, which is a double up of the total amount of the show, which is fine. Which is fine. Okay. I just keep saying 1,000 because it's just a cleaner number than 900. Okay, but really it's 900. All right, in the light purple section on the left-hand side of the screen, it says investor participation. In that section, it breaks down how much each partner would have to contribute to complete the show. If it was up to 5 partners versus 1 investor versus 5 partner split, the amount that each person puts in is less, the amount more people that are involved. Once again, if you can be so kind to be 1 investor, that'd be good. But if you have a partner, that's fine. We're good with that too. Okay. All right. So in the light pink section, we have all these split breakdowns and things. The person puts in so much money now, finishes it later, and the total profit for this show after all the expenses. Total profit is of total sales is 167,750 minus the $35,000 for the show expenses. The total profit is $132,450 for this show. Okay, off of a $35,000 investment. Okay, these numbers, this profit, once again, will go up once these costs are reduced and sponsors and other people get their hands involved. That $35,000 shrinks drastically once others get involved. But once again, this is a worst case scenario for this show. All right. So that's enough for the from the Los Angeles show, they will the artists will check in on Wednesday, the 20th, and in Los Angeles they fly in on the Wednesday, and they will perform on Thursday and check out of the rooms and fly out on Friday morning and head to Las Vegas. We will drive them to Las Vegas in the transportation that we rent, which is once again included in the budget. And from there, we will also head to Las Vegas, check in our rooms there. Okay. And so we're going to pull up the Las Vegas spreadsheet, and then we're going to end this video and then go to the next one. All right. So same format. Okay. Difference in this situation is size of the venue is much bigger and the expenses are the same. The show is the same. Even the startup capital is the same to a degree, but it's just the money is transferred different. It's moved around differently. Okay. In this for this show, the venue holds 3,000. Once again, our break even is 850. Um, the venue really holds 4,500 people, uh, and we just say 3,000 legally and 500 for the VIP section. We will be serving food in the VIP section for this show, and so we will add that in. That's not factored into this. The money that the cooks make and everything is not going to be factored in on all this and so forth. Budget. Just let you know it's there though. All right. Here in my hand right here, I have the. Let me take this slide off real quick. In my hand, I have the promoter's license and contract for the venue for the Sahara Event Center. Dan is the man there, and he's who we deal with. Now, the setup for this show is a lot different as far as the expenses, the startup expenses. They're same, but once again transferred around differently. So we're gonna pull this up real quick. First thing we're gonna do is go over the budget for this one. Again, the light blue section shows expected registered sales. Below is the comps for the partners, whoever the investors are. Below that is the media comps. We're gonna go to the orange section once again, same format. Orange section shows the ticket breakdown minus the comps, and the above in the yellow shows the in the yellow section it shows the financial breakdown of how much is gained if the tickets are sold. All right, so I did high end. I did high end on this as far as if we sold the 3,000 because the venue holds 4,500. 3,000 people at an event is not unreasonable, especially a venue of this size and this type of show. All right. So we have expected registered sales of $230,250, $230K. All right. So we're gonna go past this because once you understand the first slide of spreadsheets, after that they're all the same, and so it's just a matter of you just looking at it and reading it, but the formula is still there. Okay. So here's the bottom portion of this, and so I'm going to explain the expenses for this so it makes more sense. Okay. For the bottom portion of the spreadsheet, the expenses are different, and we'll break that down right now. Okay. The fees are the same. The 5,500 is standard upfront deposit for the artist, and paid in full the other 5,500 day of the event, which is fine. There's no airline tickets in there, so that's a $4,000 that is not added to the total. I put the tour bus fees on this spreadsheet from Las Vegas because this one is going to come because it's going to come from Los Angeles, and then go back to Los Angeles. And so I just estimated $1,600 to be the fees to get them from and their equipment from Los Angeles to Las Vegas and back. It's not going to cost that much, but um, once again, these are high end estimates. Okay, so once again, no airline fees. I estimated the hotel rooms at $2,000 again. Once again, we have discounts on these. They will not be 2,000. That will be more than half, cut off in more than half for that. Um, yeah, it should be cut off in half if everything works out right. The transportation is just gas and the rider, backstage riders. These things are once again services that will be donated at some point or another, and so they're just on this just in case scenarios on the spreadsheet is just in case scenario. The cable station, radio station, media advertisement, print advertisement, and all that stuff like that is um, budgeted for. Let me pull this out right here. If you live in Las Vegas, you're well aware of the uh, Las Vegas Weekly. We're going to have an ad in the Las Vegas Weekly. We're going to do this one in Los Angeles too, whatever the one is called, but we're going to do that here because these are the gospels for people coming in town wanting to go to events. You'll see these everywhere. Las Vegas Weekly. Get a full pay, and we'll discuss this more on the sponsor packet video. I'm just giving you a heads up. We're going to go back to this slideshow, though. I mean, this image, this graphic of the spreadsheet. The big expense here is the venue. It's a larger venue than the Globe Theaters, pretty much double the capacity. But they're hitting us up for 20,000 total for the venue. It's sound, stage, lighting. It's a large place. They have boxing matches, professional wrestling, and things that they in nature and so forth. It's a pretty big venue. So the 20,000 includes no bar minimum. We don't get any of the bar at all. And Dan, the owner, gave us a scenario where we would get the bar if we're struggling with ticket sales and so forth. But that's a whole nother issue. All right. The overall fee of this show is about $10,000 more than the other show. This one totals out to $44,700, with 26 of it being upfront costs. The bulk of that being the venue, of course, and the venue. But we also have have to pay for security and so forth. But I added that into the budget. If you look down below, once again, the format stays the same. In the red section, there is no dollar amount for those services that is added to the spreadsheet. All that is residual. The yellow is the break even. 850 gets us a profit of about $20,000, a little under 20,000. In the purple section, it's once again, it's a per partner breakdown of the investors, how much they would have to participate in the outcome of the show. In the light pink is the profit. Okay. And so this profit right here is 230K profit for this show. The expenses are reimbursed as far as the startup cost for the show. That's once again 44K. Take away that, the total profit of this show is 185K. Not bad for 2 days work. So the first show is 130K profit after the expenses are reimbursed, and after that is 185. So the grand total profit for these shows potentially is 315K for 2 days work. Really 2 months of work, but 2 days of work. 4 days if you count the traveling and all this stuff like that. I'm going to get into the sponsor packet because this is going to be vital to reducing that 35K fee for the first show and 44K fee for the second show. We want to make sure we get maximum value out of our show. And so we are asking for upfront financial investment in the show with a 200% return on your investment. So for every 5,000 you invest, you'll get 15,000 back. Can't say it more simpler than that. And it's capped out at 30K, 35K for the first show and 45K for the second show. All right. That is the end of the presentation. Once again, I'm Timothy Berry, Forefather Entertainment. The link to my website is below. The contact information for me is added on the packet. You can catch me that way. Please contact me. Time is of the essence. We would like to get these expenses paid as soon as possible so we can concentrate on getting money. The rest of the promotion, after all the expenses are paid, is to do nothing but and raise money. Bring awareness to the show and raise money. Bring awareness to the show and raise money. If we do that effectively, the amount of money that we make on top of the ticket sales and all that good stuff is exponential. Please contact me once again. You can hit me at Forefather, FOREFATHER, entertainment spelled out at gmail.com, or events at forefatherent.com. On behalf of my team, Charlicia Miller, in LA, I forgot to mention my man in LA, Big Vic. He's out there laying it down for the Los Angeles show and helping us with that. Until the next video, peace out.